What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today I finally got my hands on the Marvel Knights Wave, and this is the return of the window packaging. So over here we have the plastic clamshell. We have all the figures here, all 7 of them from this wave, and in this video I'm just going to do all of them all together because I'm really excited for all of the set right now. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off here with the Iron Man figure. So we have the nice box over here, the Gamerverse. So this is from the Midnight Suns game, which I'm not too sure. Some people like it, most people don't really like it because it's a like card-based game. But yeah, it does still look really cool. We have the artwork on the sides here. Really excited for this. And we have also the description inside. So over here it says, after a deadly bomb blast, millionaire playboy genius Tony Stark perfects a high-tech suit of armor and decides to use his technology and privilege to reshape the world. And over here we have a preview of all the figures from this wave to build up the Mindless one. Also another product image on the sides here. So yes, now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so we have the Iron Man figure over here. I gotta say, he looks really nice with the black and gold. And in terms of accessories, there isn't too much, but we have the standard Iron Man stuff. We have the open repulsor hands here, which I really do like because this one does come with the hinge, which isn't too bad at all. So that's really nice. And of course, we have the repulsors here as well, red color, not too bad. And also we have the bath piece here. This I would assume is the right leg. So yeah, looking really nice. I'm going to put this on to the side here. And now let's look at this figure. It looks super awesome. As we can see here, he does have the engraving markings on his face there. Looking really awesome. And also, I mean, this is pretty standard for most Iron Man figures anyway. The body most about the same, but I just do like the sculpting that we have here and the color. And on the chest piece as well, you have the nice color all around, pretty clean paint work all around. So you get the lines all around here. And another thing that's pretty interesting is that they did give us an ab crunch, which is really cool. I didn't expect to get that because normally they just give a waist swivel or something like that. So we have the waist rotation here as well. Still get the pin joints all around. And of course, if we switch it on to the back here, as you can see there, good amount of details all around, nice butt. And on the calves there as well, we have the gold. I did wish that they could have painted the joints here. But yeah, still looks really nice. His boots as well does have the engraving on it as well. So looking really awesome. I do like the gold that's on him, to be honest, actually. And yeah, it does look pretty interesting. But his ball joints on his wrist here is a little bit more interesting. As you can see, it doesn't really like go in fully all the way. It does have that kind of gap, very similar to like Mayfax and all that style, you know. So that's pretty interesting again. Let me just take this out. And we're gonna put the repulsor hands here, which is gonna be really cool because you can actually hinge it up and down, which is really cool. So down here like that. So yeah, you can just put it at more angles here, which is really awesome. So yeah, pretty cool. And with that being said, let's just go on to straight on to articulation. So he does use a disc joint, so he's able to look up, I would assume, quite a fair bit. Let me just take off his head here. Yeah, mine is a bit stiff. Let me try to loosen this up. So got it here. So he can look upwards all the way this much here, really nice, and downwards here, really cool as well. And of course you can rotate him as much as you want. You can have some swivel here there. And going on to his arms, this piece here does kind of restrict his, oh yeah, it does kind of restrict his upwards movement, so it's not able to give you a T motion here because of this piece. But of course you can still rotate it as much as you want. It doesn't really hinder that motion. So that is a good point for that. And in terms of the bicep swivel, you get a good bicep swivel as you would. And also your pin jointed elbows here. And also, like I mentioned before, the wrist does have the rotation and a hinge up and down. Same thing for the repulsor hands as well. So pretty cool. And going on to the torso here, he's able to crunch forward this much, which is really nice. Backwards here a little bit more. And also you can see that the lines does follow through really nicely as well. You can see that, yeah, it does follow through the artwork there and his sculpting. And going on to the waist rotation, so really cool Iron Man figure, to be honest. And legs can spread out this much. He does have the upper thigh swivel here, not too bad. And also can kick forward this much. You can also have the double jointed pin elbows, pin knees, which does kick back, not too bad, I would say. He is Iron Man figure, pretty bulky one. And also, I think pretty good rotation on hinge. Mine's a bit stiff as well on his boots, quite limited, I would say. This one is much looser as compared to this one here. And yeah, he does have good hinge around here, but waist side to side, not that much at all. So we have him next to some other Iron Man figures. We had the 20th anniversary, 60th anniversary, and also the Extremist Iron Man here. And I gotta say, I mean, yeah, he still looks really good next to all of them here. Okay, so here we have the Clea figure, which we can do next, and I got myself a bit too excited, and I'm gonna open this box up. So we have the artwork on the sides, which I realize is all the same actually. We have the Doctor Strange artwork on the top here, the logo. And for description wise, because I'm not too familiar with her, I'm gonna read it out. Clea uses sorcery to lead a rebellion in the Dark Dimension and protect Earth alongside Doctor Strange and the Defenders. So she is a good girl character. And this basically uses the teen female body mold. This one does use the older single jointed, but she does come with the updated legs, which is much appreciated. So we have the effect pieces here, as you would with most of these sorcery kind of characters here. This one does come with a purple color variant, and she also does come with the closed fist here, which is yeah, not too bad, I would say. Not sure whether I can use it in under figure forms. And she does come with the other finger gesture hands for her magic spells, so not too bad. So looking at this figure, the main thing about this that is really awesome is definitely that head sculpt. So you can see there, that is a very beautiful head sculpt. This is like straight off from the comics. Like if you imagine how a character should be, this is how it comes out. Really awesome. Hair not too bad, I would say. Well, it does come with a short hair, so she would be able to, I think, give it a little bit more movement all around, which is not too bad. And going on to her costume here, I do like that we get some nice cleavage action on the top here, which is pretty interesting. And also on the shoulder pads as well, very nice details. And it does come with a more glossy plastic finish. And this belt thingy on her satchel is, I think it is, it's detachable. You can actually kind of move it around in a bit. Her gloves as well looks really nice and detailed with the purple. And going on to her legs here, the pinless jointed legs looks really awesome as well. And yeah, this all just paintwork all around. And on the back here, the suit just go up to her legs and everything just nicely, just blend in really nicely. And with that being said, now let's just go on to articulation. So backwards, not a lot as you would expect, but forward you can go down a lot over here. She does use a disc joint, so not too bad. Good amount of rotation and a hinge mechanism over here, so not too bad. And let's see if we can get a T-pose with this. And yes, you can. And of course, you can rotate it a little bit here, all the way around. The shoulder pads doesn't really hinder it too much. And going on to the arms, there isn't any bicep swivel, but you do get the single jointed elbows here, which bends in at about this angle. So not too bad, I would say. This is the max it goes. It goes side by side. And going on to the hands, you get a rotation over here and a hinge up and down. Not too bad as you expect. And for the torso, yeah, torso wise can crunch forward this much, which let me just put it on the side, and backwards a lot more. And you can of course swivel side to side over here and rotate it as much as you want. No waist swivel. Going on to the legs, can spread out this much, and you can kick forward very nicely. Pinless jointed knees. But let's go to the upper torso. And also for the knees, it does kick back fairly nicely, not too bad. And yeah, she does get good ankle pivot rotation and a hinge over here as well. Alright, so next up here we have Blade, which I did take out the bath piece over here. So here's the one that does come with an extra figure if you guys buy these so-called assorted cases. Like here in Malaysia, normally they sell it in the set. I got mine from My Toy, but sometimes I get it from One Toy. So this is the extra figure, which is pretty surprising because normally they would give it to like the King Daredevil because it doesn't come with the buff. So in case if you buy the whole set, you can get an extra hit, which is going to be pretty interesting. But I do think it works because I'm going to let you guys know when we do the bath part. So I'm just going to unbox this. He does look really, really nice in the box over here because we get to see all the accessories. And also on the side here, we have the artwork all around, which looks really nice. And description wise, it says destined to hunt vampires and destroy the evil of the world. Blade is a vampire human hybrid with the greatest strengths of each. So now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so we have the Blade figure over here looking really, really awesome. So here's the bath piece. This is the hit that we get with this, and also the effect pieces here, which we are going to put to the side. And in terms of accessories, I'm actually very impressed with this because we get the hand blades over here, which does look really, really nice. And we also have, of course, an extra pair of hands, which does look really, really awesome. And also we have the blade. We can't have a blade without blade. And also we have this kind of vampire killing wooden sticks, which does look pretty cool. Not too bad. It is pretty sharp as you would, but still pretty soft, I would say, so not too bad. So apparently he is the exact body, he's using the same exact body mold as the previous Blade figure from the Netflix series. So yeah, I'm gonna see, but this one here was really cool because they actually gave us 2 hits. This one here, 1, which still isn't too bad, I would say. Still looks pretty darn cool. And yeah, I mean, he is a really awesome figure. I think this one was going for quite a hefty price. Not too expensive, I would say, in the second-hand market, but it was just quite hard to find him around. So yeah, just putting him onto the sides here, he does look really, really awesome here. And we're going to try to do a little bit of head swaps over here, because this head swap here does look pretty cool. So I'm just going to try him with the previous one. And the brown doesn't really match up perfectly, but it's so hard to tell the difference. I think, yeah, it's not too bad. I think the brown does match up really, really nicely. So you can actually use the other hit here if you guys want it for a more Wesley Snipes kind of version, which also looks really, really nice. I think that's just really awesome. And yeah, you can just use back his old ones here, which does look really, really cool. I think this is one of the hot figures from this wave over here, because I mean, like I mentioned before, there isn't a lot of Blade figures overall. And the amount of accessories they are giving with this is really, really awesome. So we have him holding his weapon over here, as you would. I think I put it wrong angle here. So yeah, he looks really, really nice. The head sculpt on this looks really awesome. A good amount of details. Look at those fangs over here. Amazing. There's no paint problems with mine so far. Looking really nice, and I do like his square head over here. Looks very similar to like Tombstone or whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, the specs on him as well. It's good thing it isn't detachable, so it's just all over here. So if you put him into some fighting poses, he looks really cool. You can see that he has line on his hair here as well. And yeah, just looking really nice. I mean, like if you see inside the mouth there as well, really, really nice. As a dentist, I gotta say, it's really done very, very nicely. And going on to the chest here, I think this is again very similar to the previous one. So you can see from this two here, if I just put it up a little bit, you can see that the torso is exactly the same. So you can actually kind of put the jacket on him on this side here, but he will have the sleeveless arms. So yeah, it just depends on the look that you want to give him. And going on to the legs here, I think this is a little bit different and pretty cool. You got the boot swivel here, very smartly done. And yeah, looking really nice. You have the pockets on the sides here, and also some, yeah, I think it's new because you have the pinless jointed knees over here, which is really awesome. And the boots as well, good amount of details. Nothing much on the back. So yeah, looking really, really awesome. And now we are going on to articulation here. So he does use a disc joint. So with that means he can give you good amount of rotation and movement here. Downwards this much, and also just side to side movement here really nicely, and a hinge side to side here. And for the arms, not too bad. You still get a good 360 degrees here. Let me see if I can get a T-pose on this. Yeah, mine's a bit stiff, but you can't really do this. And yeah, this one here can get a nice T-pose. So let me see with this blade if I'm able to do that. Let's try to just kind of loosen up those joints. So okay, I think both sides is not really working, so it probably doesn't work that way. Okay, probably yes, it does. Not too bad. And yeah, you get your bicep swivel, you get your pin jointed elbows. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sure why characters like Gambit can't get this much yet. So not too bad. 90-degree mark here. And going on to the wrist, good amount of rotation and hinge up and down. And torso wise, you cannot go backwards a lot as you would expect, but you can go forward here, not too bad. And also you can get a nice waist swivel, legs can spread out this much, which is really nice. You can kick forward very nicely here as well. And you have, like I mentioned, the upper thigh swivel, pinless jointed knee switch does go back quite a fair bit amount here, so not too bad, past the 90-degree mark. And also you get the boot swivel on the bottom here, and also a good boot ankle rotation and a hinge mechanism here. Okay, so next up here we're going to do Power Man. So it's been a while since we got one here. So nice artwork on the sides as you would expect. This one does come with the left leg and it does look pretty cool in this box. And now let's just unbox him up. Okay, so here is Power Man, looking very yellow and nice. We also have the left leg here. So I'm going to put this onto the side. So in terms of accessories, there isn't too much to him, as you can see, because he is a total new body mold here. So you can see we have the open hands and the closed fisted hands on him. So this is going to be pretty interesting, because I think a lot of people have been waiting for a Power Man figure to fill up their Defenders wave. And I'm going to have a closer look on him. So I got to say that the head sculpt on him looks really awesome as well. Same with Clea. That is straight off the comics and very realistic here as well. Good amount of hair details over here. You can see that he has the kind of afro look to him. So good amount of sculpting on his head. And his headband does go in really nice. So far, I don't see any paint issue with this, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you have all your pinless joints all around here, and it goes down to his legs as well. So yeah, he is pretty simple. He has the yellow kind of t-shirt here, and I'm going to take out the Netflix one. So I'm going to put him next to the Netflix Luke Cage here, and you can see that both of them have the yellow t-shirt. Both of them look really awesome, to be honest. They both look really great. Height wise about the same as well. So yeah, I mean, overall I do like his belt here, so which does kind of remind me, I think you can take the Absorbing Man bath. I think he has the piece from the Gwen figure, so you can actually use that. I'm going to see whether if he is able to hold it. Sadly here you don't have any boot swivel, which is so surprising, because the Blade figure did come with boot swivel. This one here was going to be perfect if they did a boot swivel, but sadly we didn't get it. So I'm going to get onto the buff piece. Okay, so I'm going to try this on to see if it does work. I don't think it would, because his hands are too small for this, but we're going to see if we can just sort of just put it on him. So as you would expect, yeah, it does kind of work. Not too bad, I guess. You can put him like that, I guess, or maybe on his shoulder here. So yeah, still not so bad at all, because he does have the chain here. So it kind of works, and I think this is pretty easy to find, so you can actually do that. So yeah, accessories wise, not too much. And with that being said, let's just go on to articulation. So hip movement, because of the collar back here, you can't really go up too much. He does use a disc joint. He can look forward look downwards this much. And rotation and a hinge here, not too bad. Going on to the arms, very nice. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my god, kind of popped it off for me. Let me see if I can take this off. Ah, QC issues with this. This is so sad. This came off so easily as well. Let me just try to pop it back in. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, you can go up this much here, not too bad. This is so annoying. But he's not my favorite character anyway. So yeah, he does have the bicep swivel. He has the pinless jointed elbows here, which goes back quite a good amount. And of course, your wrist rotation and a hinge up and down. And he doesn't have any ab crunch here, which is very disappointing because it's hindered by the t-shirt. They could have easily done it, but he does use a ball joint, which I think Hasbro has been doing it quite lately. We also have the Last Stand Spider-Man, which also would use the ball joint, so he's able to go forward this much, which isn't a lot. Backwards here a little bit, and yeah, a good amount of rotation, but he does have the click sound, which is quite worrying. And you can kind of swivel him to the sides here. And leg wise, you can spread out this much. You can kick forward here. He has the upper thigh swivel and pinless jointed knees, which goes back here, not too bad. And sadly no boot rotation, but still good amount of ankle movement and side to side here. Okay, and next up here we have the Lady Bullseye figure, which is going to be pretty interesting because again, I'm not very familiar with her character here, but she's a pretty interesting character and does come with a lot of accessories as well. So we have the nice logo on the top here, the Daredevil, and also we have the artwork on the sides here, all around and the back. And description wise, it says Lady Bullseye is a contract killer with a secret identity, martial arts prowess, and a vendetta against the Ninja Order, the Head. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So now let's just unbox this bad girl up. Okay, so we have the Lady Bullseye figure over here, and she does come with the biggest bath piece here, which is the torso. Again, I'm just going to put it onto the sides, and I'm going to have a closer look at the accessory. So we have this kind of weapon fan thing here, which is pretty cool, but I'm not too exactly sure how to put it on her. You can kind of put her on the left hand. And talking about the hands, we have the closed-fisted hands here, as you would expect. I'm going to put it on the side. This is just very common with most female figures anyway. And in case you lose it, I'm pretty sure you can find a new one. We also have the size over here, which is really nice. We have the blade, which is longer than the previous blade's blade. So yeah, you can see there the difference. So this one still looks really, really nice. Detail-wise as well, you can see that good amount of details on both sides. You can yeah, it's different. This one is more ninja, that one's more fighting style, I would say, with blade. And yeah, looking really, really awesome. And we just get the two pairs, so pretty interesting. And she does use a newer body mold here, so you get the pinless joints and also the more articulated joints. And just looking at this torso here, this again looks really, really nice. You can see a good amount of details there. The bullseye on her forehead looks really awesome, and with that hair sculpt, you're gonna get a lot of motion with her. It's gonna be pretty fun to pose her around in. She also has the chopsticks in her hair as well, but pretty interesting. You get the pegs on the back here, which is so annoying. I'm not sure why they didn't close it. All around it's just all pin work, but it's all nicely done. As I mentioned before, you get all the pinless joints all around. And that being said, let's just go on to articulation. So she does use this joint, so she's able to look up this much here, and she's able to look downwards very, very nicely. And also you can get good rotation here and a sweet hinge all around. And in terms of the arms, you can go at the, you're gonna get a nice wide pose here. And also you get the bicep swivel as you would, and also your pinless jointed elbows here. Goes back very nicely, 180 degrees, and also the wrist rotation and hinge, it does work the same way for all four of them, two pairs of them. And going on to the torso here, nice rotation, hinge forward, not much, but maybe mine's a bit stiff. Yeah, mine's a bit stiff. So forward not too bad. Of course, backwards a lot more. So very, very nicely done. But you're gonna see a bit of a gap here on her chest area there. So not too bad. No waist rotation with this. Legs can spread out this much. Can kick forward here very nicely. Nice upper thigh swivel, pinless jointed knees, which does go back again very, very nicely, and also good rotation here and a hinge up and down. Very nice range of motion. Okay, I'm gonna put her next to the OG Bullseye figure here as well. And I'm gonna say the blacks doesn't really go well with each other, and of course they did re-release this in the 3-pack. But yeah, I think this one here is a really good figure to have. And next up we have the army builder over here. So this is the fist ninja, not the hand ninja, but it does look pretty similar to the previous ones we got, the army builder black one and also the red one that came with the Spider-Man set. So yeah, we have the head sculpts here and all that good amount of accessories, nice artwork on the sides. Description wise, what it says here is that rebuilt by Matt Murdock and Elektra, the Fist is a team of ninjas on a mission to take down the Dark Order, known as the Hand. So this is the Fist, and it's going up against the Hand. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not too familiar with this storyline, but it does look really cool. So now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so we have the Fist Ninja here, which I think this one should have been the extra figure or maybe King Daredevil, because you can actually army build with this, or maybe this could have come with the head, which is going to be cool because you can actually use the head for different props or whatsoever. But he does come with the arms here, which we would put to the side. So yeah, looking at this figure here, and in terms of accessories, he does come with the sword, and very similar to the sword we got from the blade figure here. And also the handles are pretty much the same, so you can see that this sculpting is about the same. Of course, color is a bit different, but it is what it is. And also he does come with one pair of this hook thingy here, which also came with previous figures. And we also have the open hands here, the weapon grabbing hands. So he does come with the closed fists on him, which does look really cool. So I'm just going to take out the other ones. And okay, yeah, I forgot to mention this. He does come with a skull. So mine was loose here. So you can actually take out the skull head and play around with, and you can use the hoodie maybe for your Daredevil figure or whatsoever, which is pretty cool. So you can just kind of take this off here and use it on. And yeah, this head sculpt, look at that, looks so damn good. This is really awesome. As a doctor, this looks really nice and accurate. I'm gonna just put the accessories to the sides here. We have the hand ninja here. So this is the older one that came, and also the army builder pack here, the ghost shadow here, which was actually quite challenging to make him stand. So I'm just gonna put him on the sides here. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it's quite hard to make each of them stand, and if we just have a closer look on them, not a lot of difference. Yeah, the torso is a little bit different with the design here, but it's almost the same. The arms are about the same here. We have the sculpted lines here, which is this one, the bands is also sculpted in, so about the same. The wrist gauntlets as well, not too bad. Same wise, of course the baju, the t-shirt here is different, and yeah, this one I think is better. Leg wise as well, you can see that it's about the same, so almost about the same I would say. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame. And this one, let me try to take off the head. Okay, and this is how he looks like. Really cool. And I like the fact that this one you can actually take it off. I'm not sure whether it was intended away, but it doesn't seem like there's any like glue on the back here, so it seems like it is what it is. This is a very nice prop to have. Really awesome. And yeah, with that all being said, let's just go on to articulation here. So of course, with the hoodie on him, you can't really do much, but with it out, you can actually go backwards here because he does use a disjoint. Put this onto the back, and you can kind of look downwards here, and this doesn't really hinge, not like the Ghost Rider ones. And yeah, you can use it for even your Ghost Rider figure, so you get good rotation here and also some kind of swivel here. And let's see if we can get a nice T-pose. We can do that. And he does come with the butterfly joints inside here. The first figure from this wave with butterfly joints, probably the only one. Bicep swivel, and also your pin jointed elbows, which goes back not too bad here, and also your wrist rotation and hinge up and down. For the waist, he does use a ball joint, so he's able to rotate a little bit and side to side here, and crunch forward, not too bad because he does use a lower hinge there as well. And yeah, not too bad. In terms of leg, can spread out here this much and kick forward here, and upper thigh swivel, pin jointed knees, and then good amount of ankle pivots here as well. And jang jang jang, last minute here, last one. And jang jang jang, last one here, we have the King Daredevil figure. This is a figure that I'm of course very excited to check out. So yes, we have all the goodness here in this window packaging, and also in terms of the description, it says here, having gained superhuman senses after losing his sight, Matt Murdock protects Hell's Kitchen as attorney by day and the hero Daredevil by night. So this is really cool because he's going to be able to pair up with the Elektra Daredevil figure. So now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so here we have the Daredevil figure, and I just realized that, yeah, first of all, the clubs are exactly the same here, but he doesn't have the... Actually, he does have the hinge, so it's right here. I'm using the other Daredevil from the 3-pack. So he does look really, really cool, and just I realized he doesn't have the close-fisted hands, and his hands here is different, so you can't really go out and use any other hands on him, which is disappointing and sad. But this whole wave has been really cool anyway, so I'm not going to give too much gripe on him. And I'm going to put the 3-pack Daredevil figure here as well. And I'm going to put him to the side here first, which we are going to check out in a little bit. So I'm trying to make him stand here. Alright, so we have the Daredevil figure here with the 3-pack behind, and one thing I realized is that he doesn't come with any extra pair of hands. The Billy Clubs, as you would, is on the back. Here is from the 3-pack. The red is different, and he does come with this new weapon. So this looks really nice silver finish on him, and it's just all straight up, you know, pedal thing here. And yes, this is a figure that I'm actually very excited to check out. As you can see here, his head sculpt does look really cool. I did wish that they could have given him a little bit of some wash on his beard to give him a more weathered look, because this one here does look very plain, I would say, but he does look really cool. And I think this one here is better looking compared to the previous Daredevil figure. The horns are definitely sharper. And this one I felt that the face was a bit too blunt. This one does come with a better color mix on him. And you can see that we have all the new joints all around him, pinless joints and knees all around. So looking really, really awesome. And I'm going to, of course, take out the Elektra Daredevil here. So the sad thing about this is that the reds don't exactly mesh together. This one is a bit more glossy and a bit more blood red, whereas on Elektra Daredevil it's a bit more matte finish. But yes, definitely both of them still look really, really nice together next to each other. As you can see here, the boots are not the same color, which is disappointing. And one thing I realized is that the knees here look really, really ugly. Look at that. I mean, that's so weird. Like, I mean, if you want to put him into some like crazy posing, he doesn't really work. Like this one here works really nice. Like you can tell that this one here is more natural looking, like a normal joint, and the pants was like just above it, so it wasn't too bad. But this one here, it's lower, which I think maybe they could have changed it. So he looks very weird with that knee pad on him. So that's one thing to like just be aware of. But other than that, the sculpting is really nice on his boots here. You can see that all the nice lines and the DD chest on him as well. Double D's looking really nice, and the back here, his pants does have a very good texture. His arms here as well looks really awesome. And yes, with that being said, let's just go on to articulation. So yep, you can go. He does not use a disjoint, so he's only able to look up this much and look down here, not a lot at all. Again, quite disappointing in terms of articulation because he is an agile character. And going on to the arms, you get a nice T-pose here, bicep swivel, get your pinless jointed arms, 90 degrees, very nice, and also good rotation and hinge. So if you break this, too bad, you can't find anyone else. And of course, if you go on to torso, you can crunch forward here, crunch backwards here, and also waist swivel. Legs very nicely, and kick forward and also backwards here. So I'm just gonna put her to the side, backwards here. So you get a very good bend with that ugly ass knee joints, which is, as you can see there, very weird. And let's see if you get some boot swivel. No, you don't get any boot swivel with this. Again, very sad. And the rear ankle, let's see if we get a good, okay, good amount of range backwards and forward. Let's see, mine's a bit stiff, not too bad. Forward actually quite limited forward, and let's try to push it a bit more. And side to side movement, not so bad at all. And of course here we have him next to the Daredevil figure and also the Electro Daredevil, which we've gotten in the past year. And here we have him next to the Defender Pack Daredevil and also the Netflix Daredevil here. Okay, so now we have the Bath figure here, last but not least. So this is really interesting because it's all made out of like rocks. So you can actually have like pieces of him lying around as like, you know, him and the Mindless one being all demolished and so yes, it's been a while since we got a bulky Bath figure. So this is going to be pretty cool. So head wise, you can see he has a nice red color finish to him, and we're going to fit it inside here. Now I'm going to put the torso to the back, so you can see that the hinge there is not too bad. Mine's a very tight on the sense, so I would advise you guys to warm this up a little bit. First put this in, and the left arm here. Okay, so here's a bit of a hassle a little bit to put him in. I would advise you guys not to put the back piece when you're putting the arms, and the legs are, the hinge isn't that big, so you gotta like just snug it in. So you have the closed fisted hands here, and it's a bit hard to see, I know, but yeah, you have the closed fisted hands with the rocky design. All around him looks really nice, and he is a big and chunky figure. So let's see if he's able to do the one. Yeah, you can see there, very nice. He is able to look up very nicely here, so you can see that he does have that Cyclops eyes. You can see him like grabbing you, that kind of thing. Really nice, very similar to like the Rhino build figure and also the Molten Man in terms of the legs here. So it's pretty cool, but he is an army builder, so you gotta buy multiple sets of this, which is gonna be very disappointing. We also have the effect pieces here, so you just gotta put it on the side here. And yeah, he kind of just goes in, and he does have this, so very making him like a very tall figure, looking really nice. So yeah, overall he's really cool. Nothing much to complain about him. Colors are very plain, but good amount of sculpting work here. And yeah, let's go on to articulation. So like I mentioned, his ball hinge can look up very nicely up here, which is very surprising and very cool. And downwards not a lot, and then you can rotate him around. And yeah, very nice movement here. And hand wise, not so bad. You get a very good amount of T-pose here. And of course you can rotate it as much as you want. You get your bicep swivel. You also get the single jointed joints here on the elbows, so not so bad at all. Almost the 90-degree mark, and the hands has a hinge up and down and rotation. Torso wise, not so bad. You can kind of move him around, but he does have the clicking sound. can go forward this much, backwards much more, and no waist swivel. Legs can spread out this much and rotate with the disc, but as you can see there, it comes out fairly easy. You get a single jointed knee here and good amount of swivel on the legs. Okay, so we have reached towards the end and we're going to do some measurements here. So in terms of the heights, the Clea is at about the 6-inch. Here is at about the 6.5 for Lady Bullseye. Bullseye is at Blade is at about 6.5 as well. This one 6 inches. Yeah, 6.5, and here as well 6.5. Almost 7 for Power Man, and for the Bath figure here at about the 7.5-inch mark. So yeah, all pretty good figures here. Okay, so we have all the figures here. We have 7 of the normal figures, including them and excluding the buff, so that makes it a total of 8 amazing figures. So this whole set, I would say the Marvel Knights does look really cool. Window packaging, great amount of characters over here, all really awesome. So in terms of the ranking, and I'll give you guys my rating as well. So ranking wise, at number 8, I would give it to Power Man. Very disappointed with the articulation on him. The sculpting is really nice and also does have the pinless joints and all that, but the rotation on him, he doesn't have the ab crunch, he doesn't have the boot swivel. Very poor figure, so I'll put him at number 8. Number 7, it is a bit of a gap between 7 and 8, but 7 I'll give it to the Fist Ninja over here because we have had this many times before, but his accessories is amazing. So you have this skull over here, so overall still looking really nice. And with that being said, at number 6 I would probably give it to Clea because although she looks really awesome and good amount of accessories as well, she doesn't make it to the top. It's really hard. So this one I would give it like a 5.5 out of 10. This I would give it, the Fist Ninja, I would give it a good 6 out of 10. This one as well is a 6.5 because good amount of accessories. At number 5 is a bit tricky. And again, it's a big gap, but I'll probably give it just to Lady Bullseye. She is very fun to play with because you got a lot of range of motion with her. And she does come with a new joint, so she's very nice to play around with and good amount of accessories as well. Number 4, I would actually give it to Iron Man. So ranking for this is probably a good solid 6.5 out of 10. This one as well 6.5 because I do like the ab crunch on him, the hinge on his wrist as well, and he does look very badass. And number 4, I'll give it to Blade. Sorry, number 3, I'll give it to Blade. So he is an updated figure, but I did wish they had given us the upper arms here, a bit more newer joints, but he is still a very good looking figure. Number 2, I would actually give it to King Daredevil. It's a bit of a toss-up between number 2 and number 1, but I am disappointed in the fact that we do not get the butterfly joints of him. His knee pads over here looks very weird, so very sad, and you can't actually have you don't have the closed fist as well. You can use one from the Hand Ninja, but the colors are a little bit off, but you can kind of do it. But yes, it's very disappointing. I did wish that the neck piece here would be dislodged, so you can actually put the hoodie piece on him here, which you can't really do so, which is very sad because he doesn't really fit on him, because he did kind of have it in his comic run. And of course, ranking wise, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. And for this bath piece over here, a good 7.3 maybe over here. Very nice, big, chunky, heavy bath figure. All looking really nice. So these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the set and all these figures over here, and if you guys are planning to get this. So yes, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't click the like and smash the subscribe button down below. Leave your comments down below as well. If you guys want to follow me, you can do so on my Instagram and the Humble Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.